Hello. Welcome. 3, 2, there. Oh, that's pretty fast. It's a little game that I like to play that you guys will never, ever see. How long does it take for the chat to actually pop up? But we are here. We're not terribly late. I've got almost all my rings finished already. Nice. Anyways, welcome back. It's been a week. It's been a whole week because if you didn't know, I overslept by a lot on Monday. Completely slept through my alarm. Didn't feel like rushing to do a stream, so I just skipped it. So we were gonna do this on Monday, which is a Gengar and Blastoise GBC, and then we would have done Game Boy Advances today, but instead, which also RGBA, this will have light up buttons, this will not, that's why the title lit, get it? Anyways, I'm gonna put this off to the side because there's a lot. There's a lot. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 macros. That's it for the macros. We have 7 macros. We've got a clear, a glacier, a mint greenish color, a clear blue, a solid pink, a clear red, and a clear purple. All ready to go, available. And only 2 of them have original screens, so there's a lot of money into this. We'll get into that in a second. And we also still have these 2 advances, the clear orange and the Mario, which is half platinum if you didn't know. Then we have the clear green Game Boy Color that I'm going to squeeze in here. And we're going to have to go to level 2 for the things I did last night. We've got another Gengar themed Game Boy, but this is the Game Boy Advance and an all-white GBA. I will say that this kind of goes for like every white Game Boy Advance. This is more of an off-white for the shell, and the buttons and stuff, the accents are more of a pure white. So it's not going to be a perfect match. It's kind of hard to tell on this camera, but in the listing you can kind of tell. And then we still have these Game Boy Pockets that I'm going to scooch this up. A lot of advertising today, I know, but we have a lot to go over. And then we still have the Wood DMG, the Clear Red DMG, and the Venusaur DMG. We have a lot right now. I don't know why I keep saying we, it's just me. But anyways, if you want any and somehow all of these, head to the link in the description, retroremastered.com. And like always, if you want me to say your name, say hi, say something, anything at all in the chat. Well, I put this away. Oh! And we still have the GameCube, by the way, if you didn't know. Still have the GameCube. Now I gotta figure out how I stacked all these up, because I kind of just grabbed them at random. But how are you guys doing? You guys well? Are you swimmingly? I don't know. Is your day going swimmingly? That's the better way to do that. That's it. Okay, cool. The AC feels like it's off because I am warm. Swap over and the poll. Thank you guys. When I checked the poll earlier, it was 50-50 and I was a little sad, not gonna lie. But let's say hello to Mr. Skittler, Jammer, Gaming High Life, Hilf? I don't know. Bloonzer, Jammer. Did I say Jammer already? You got it twice. Jake's mom. Hello, mom. William and Chimeric Gaming. Hello. How you guys doing? When is the next video coming? Well, if you are a member, later today. If you're not a member, Friday. I'm back on track-ish. This week we are going over the drop-in GBA kit, and yeah. So if you want to see me do that today, then you can become a member right now, or at any point really. And for the rest of you, it'll be up on Friday. Just also, I don't think I'd say this enough. All the videos for the members, when I do put them up early, are ad-free. So if you hate ads on my channel, then you can become a member. The only thing is any current videos that are public will not give you that effect, unfortunately. I wish YouTube would just make that a thing. But Data Geek, Remy, hello. Alright, let's flip over here. And how we doing, Jake? I'm so excited. I post my buddy's Lugia GBC, and I love that shell and screen compared to the 2.45. I have not tried. Wait, is the 4.5 the original sized one, or is that the bigger one? The 2.6 is the bigger one. I don't know, but I definitely think this is the best kit. The funny playing one. It's not great, but it's the best. It's the best looking. I still have plenty of gripes with it, but they kind of just dominate the Game Boy Color side of things. Really everything except for Game Boy Advance. I think there are better Game Boy Advance kits out there, but you'll see that in a couple weeks. I think I've said that already, so I'll spoil that. The next video after this Friday's video will be comparing all of the Game Boy Advance kits. All of them. I'm just now realizing that I have the bad membranes out. Don't let me install these clear membranes. Okay. Screw. Driver. If the AC doesn't kick on soon, I'm going to have to turn it on myself. I have lost weight, Dad. My dad is bringing up the fact that I've been working out again and counting calories and stuff. I wasn't planning on talking about it, but yeah, I've just been trying to be a little healthier while still eating all the same crap that I normally eat. Is that an old notification? Yeah, but thank you, Zachary. I missed what you bought. Well, thanks for the tip, whatever that was. Yeah, I've just been playing basketball in the beginning. And when I was telling my sister yesterday that I've been losing weight, she's like, "Oh yeah, I can see it in your face now that you say it." I was like, I didn't think my face was that chubby. Jake swole. We arm wrestled once and he won. I'm terrible at arm wrestling. I'm not. I didn't want to bring it up because it's not like yeah, I was starting to get heavier and stuff. Like I was at my biggest, but I've only lost 5 pounds, and overall I only want to lose 25, maybe 30 pounds. So I don't want to brag too much because I know it's a lot harder for people. So far it has been very easy for me, but I also don't really live that unhealthy of a lifestyle. I just over-snacked for a bit, and I am not nearly as active as I was in high school. So, yeah. Not some guru or nothing. Just bought a ton of kits with code Jake and did 2 full GBA rebuilds. Nice! Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Yeah, my sister has room to talk. She's telling me that, oh yeah, I can see it in your face. She's up 20 pounds. She's pregnant. What was your favorite Game Boy model? GBA. Not even a second to think about it. GBA. Mikey, you're on the wrong account. But anyways. I was gonna. There's something I want to talk about, but I don't want to interrupt the flow of chat. Someone asked what a macro was earlier. We'll get to that in a moment because that is what I want to talk about. But it's cool that your dad watches your. Oh, okay, that was just the membrane. It's cool that your dad watches your Game Boy modding stream. My dad doesn't think I'll use a soldering iron more than once because I want to mod my GBA. Yeah, I mean, you could just turn it into a hobby where you fix a bunch of electronics. Then it'd be worth it. Find multiple projects to give him and you more of a reason to have them. Build your argument, build your case, present it nice and neatly. Because it is a really good skill to have, and I'm very glad I did it because it turned into a job for me. So maybe play this clip for him. But my whole family watches my content very religiously too. DC 147. Oh, that's where this button was. You'll see it in a second if you don't see it in chat. It should pop up right about here. There we go. Welcome. There's the AC. Woo! I was about to get up and turn it on. It is warm today. Yesterday I was freezing my butt off. But, okay. Okay, at least you're subscribed to both. Okay. But, thank you. Thank you, DC and Mikey. Mikey putting on the other account so he can become a member again. 14 months, really? Dang. 14 months and 10 months. Thank you both. You guys can watch the latest video later today if you want to. Boink! Oh my gosh, Remy! The whole year. Wait for it. Right? Now. Right? Now. Right? Wait. Now. What is taking Remy's notification so long? What's going on? Is it not going to do it for Remy? Okay, I give up. It was rainy here yesterday. I mean, it was also hot. There it is. Right here. No. Wait, it popped up for a second and then went away. On my side of things. Huh. Do you have your subscriptions to private, Remy? That might be it. I don't know. I don't know why it's not popping up. I'm sad now. But thank you to all three of you boys. Alright. When it comes to soldering the start and select points on the Q5, I don't know if I did well enough on the Lugia one. There it is. That was super delayed. Because I would hold them and nothing would happen. I don't. That's a tough one to say without seeing it, but maybe try cleaning up the membranes, or just the gold gold contacts here. Let me think about that, and I can give you more tips. Oh, that's another thing I should mention. I've decided that I'm gonna start trimming these pins when I clean these Game Boys up, just so I don't have to do it on stream. It's annoying to do it on stream, so. But keep in mind, I'll probably still mention it every time that you should trim these pins down because these screens rest right on top of it, and giant pokey metal things into soft, fragile ribbon cable is not good. So there's your streamly as daily, but your stream warning. I don't know. Once a stream warning. What am I doing? I'm lost now. But thank you guys. It's heavy loading times because I'm Samoan. But you're not in Samoa. There's no delay. There's no Discord delay. Okay. Okay. Yeah, when I mod my GBA, I think for my first ever mod, I'm going to do a reshell and screen replacement, and I can record it and call my channel the Kid Modder or something. I wouldn't mention anything about your age online. But, anyways, let's get the kits out. Let's just unbag everything. Which LED board am I using? But bam! We should probably install that first. Not a terrible idea. Thanks for mentioning that. I'm gonna swap these while we're here too. Yeah, this whole bag is just lame. Okay, I do want to show this off real quick before I put it away. I've mentioned this a couple times, but it's really hard to tell from listings and even when you have it in hand. This is, I might give it another shot because these seem a lot more malleable than the other ones. But normally, you can even see it out of focus right here. But if your start and select membranes don't have that like figure 8 indent right in here, if it's a straight pill like this, these ones suck. You want the ones that are more figure 8 shaped, like this one. It's kind of hard to tell, but like the originals, you want that. You don't want the pill shape. These ones suck, but that's typically because they're super stiff, and this is really malleable. So I am gonna try it and see. Anyways, yes, shout out to Natalie the Nerd, not only for making this, but for giving me a bulk discount when I bought them, and for being a very smart person that helps me way too often. I really appreciate it. Alright. Well, I threw it into a box, but it wasn't the right box. Okay. I'm just gonna dump all these out. All these stupid little plastic bags. The D-pad and A and B membranes from that pack are decent. It's just the start and select that are not the best. The light up button kit is from Natalie the Nerd. It is not funny playing, but the screen mod, the screen kit is funny playing. This is what the figure 8 one looks like, by the way. This is the original style. It's got that little bit of an indent in the middle. That's the one you want. Which is most of them. It's just that one brand, and I don't know who actually manufactures those. So I just bought one of every color on like every listing on AliExpress a while back. because I just wanted all the colors. But I don't know if Natalie's website is back up. I know she's just now like starting to get back to working on stuff. But I don't think it's back up yet, is my guess, because I don't think she has any inventory. But soon. But anyways, do you make custom shells or do you get them on eBay? I buy my stuff from Zed Labs, Retro Game Repair Shop, Retro Modding, and AliExpress. And everything except for the latter will get you. You can save some money if you use code Jake. But I want to talk about a comment that some of you may have seen on my post in the community post on Monday saying that I won't be streaming, but there's a bunch of macros up, which for the person who asked earlier, macros are these guys. This is the bottom half of a DS Lite, and a lot of people think that this mod is pointless. People say that you should just fix the top screen instead of removing it entirely when it breaks. And I disagree. I think sometimes yeah, you should probably do that, but not all the time, because it's really annoying to replace the top screen. And if I'm just playing Game Boy Advance games, which is what I do on a DS Lite, if I'm going to play DS games, I'm going to play it on 3DS. But for the DS Lite, if it has a broken top screen, I remove it, and I just don't put anything back up there. Put a resistor down on the board, move the speaker, and it's called macro. Plays Game Boy Advance games because it has that slot down there. You can play DS games still, just not going to be fun only having the bottom screen. And yeah, not everybody thinks that it's a worthwhile mod. So it's kind of a controversial thing to do. I sell them for $100. I used to sell them for $80, but I put a lot more time, effort, and money into it, so it's $100. And someone said that on a comment that it's not worth it, and that it's I've only put like $10 to $15 into it in total, and that's a rip-off, blah blah blah. I just personally I can't stand by and just watch someone say that. I had some people defend me, and thank you if you did, but I'm a big boy, I can fight my own battles. And I did respond to his comment before stream, but I just wanted to clarify right now that it's definitely a lot more than $15, $20, even $30 that are going into macros. It's about $15 to $20 just to get the DS Lite, even in its broken state. And that is hot, even when I'm not touching it. There we go. $15 to $20 depends on the day, the listing, whatever, to get a broken Game Boy or a DS Lite. Then I buy the shells from Extreme Rate. Rarely now do I reuse the shells because they're just not in that good a condition anymore. So that's a $24 shell, $23.99 to be exact. And then most of the screens are yellowed or have a scratch digitizer and they need to be replaced. Again, I buy them broken, so things need to be fixed and replaced. A new screen and digitizer is about $10. Just gonna reflow these real quick, make sure they're fully soldered down to that point on the board. There we go. I should probably add more solder to these. But there's a lot more that goes into them than this person realized, and then that a lot of people realize. Now that doesn't add up to $100 in total costs, but I gotta make some money. I also think that my time is very valuable, and you're also paying for the brand now because I am more of a recognizable name, and I am probably a more reliable, reputable seller than a random eBay person that doesn't show their face multiple times a week on the internet and show off how they do most of their mods. Now, I don't do the macro mods on stream really often at all. I've probably only done it, I don't even think I've done it like 5 times in total. But that's because it takes a lot longer. There's a lot more time and effort that goes into macro mods than any other Game Boy mod. And it's still the cheapest. And honestly, not my moneymaker. It used to be my moneymaker, but it's not. Not anymore. That's the SP. Full transparency. That's another thing, I'm fully transparent. If you ever ask me a question about something before, during, or after you sell or buy it, I'm going to give you the answer, the honest answers, the truth. I've got nothing to hide. So, it's really frustrating. I know the people in here are not going to fight me on price, that you guys that are here for almost every stream are like my biggest supporters, and I thank you for that. But for anybody else, just know I don't do super high prices. I don't gouge you for an arm and a leg. I work hard. I show you how to do it yourself if you even want to do it that way. I give you all the tools, the links to everything that you would ever need. And if it doesn't sell, I adjust the price and I move on. So. Your moneymaker is that smile. I don't know what the heck I just did there. That was probably really dumb looking and not at all what I was trying to do. I just can't do the blue steel look or whatever it's called. Now that's a reference I don't know. I don't know what blue steel is. But I kind of just like bit my bottom lip in a really awkward way. Anyways, I'm not that frustrated anymore. I just don't like when people who don't know what they're talking about open their mouth, and then other people will see that and be like, oh, they probably know what they're talking about. And they don't. They never do. They never do. Yeah. Blue Steel Zoolander? Really? I would have thought that's an older reference. Because Zoolander is like only as old as me. I don't think I've ever sat down and fully watched Zoolander. I don't know. But I've definitely seen bits and pieces. Okay. It's been so long since I've done a Game Boy Color mod, and I'm so distracted. I don't know. Okay. I think lately I've been soldering everything before I put it in, but this will work. This is fine. Zoolander's still early. I thought that was 99. When did Zoolander release? 2001. Sorry I doubted you. But still, it's pretty much my age. It's only 2 years. 2 years younger than me. Anyways. Let's add some Kapton tape to this. An OSD stands for one of two things, depending on who you ask. An OSD typically means on-screen display, which means menu. But it also means oversized display. Like this Game Boy mod kit does not have any menus. There are settings that you can change, but there's no menu that pops up. But it is an OSD because it's an oversized display. It's bigger than the original. There's more real estate. Also, I got new scissors. Why won't you cut? Okay. Well, I swapped the ribbon cables. Shouldn't be a big deal, though. Okay. Shouldn't matter at all. Okay. Yes. Zed Labs. Thank you, Father. Zed Labs. There should be... If I need to change that, I will, but I thought I did. There should be UK and US links in the description. It should be labeled UK and US. Yes, I beat the Grimace game. I didn't do any stream or anything, but I did play it. It was fun. It's literally beatable in a bathroom break. It is a very short game. For now, we are good. We can do some soldering. We're gonna do this. Ah, man. I'm just now realizing that I'm gonna need to do the vias here. Where's my other board? There it is. And another thing I've been doing recently, instead of getting out the this is hard to do left-handed. Instead of getting out the old craft knife, I've just been scratching up the coating with the steel wool pen. We'll see if that worked. I don't think it did, though. Oh, it did. Wow, okay. Cool. I don't recommend soldering on top of a screen or plastic, but I'm an expert, so I can do whatever the heck I want. I'm not an expert, but I have done this a lot. And it's not as big a deal to me. It's still a big deal, but it's not as big of a deal to me if I break something. It's very poetic that I'm soldering to the test pads on Natalie's kit. And soldering to the vias on the other one. It's not poetic, I guess. It's just funny. Someone sent her this clip. Okay. There we go. Soldering is done for now. Do as I say, not as I do. Absolutely. That is something that I guess not that I live by, but that I preach. Okay. Why is the paper towel on the floor? Okay. I've already cracked my knuckles. Buttons. Yeah, let's put buttons in. I feel like that needs to be taken care of there. A little extra plastic. Probably wouldn't have hurt nothing, but we'll give this a shot. So this one we'll actually test before we fully button up. We're not gonna put the last 6 screws in. We'll put the Phillips screws in before. I should also cut some Kapton tape for the solder points up here. We'll do that after we put the buttons in. I'm actually gonna drop that down a little bit lower so the buttons can freely hang. Light, oh crap, the light pipe. If you ever tell me that you're tempted to buy something from me, just know that is going to send me into convincing mode. And I'm trying to hold back because, like, I don't want to do that to random people that I don't know. But, like, whenever a friend is like, I don't know if I should get this, and I want them to get it, I'm going to throw every argument at them that I can. And it usually works. Which is usually, like, trying to get all the boys to... What am I turning on the soldering iron for? It's usually when I'm trying to get all the boys to buy a new game. And I'll convince them to do it. But yeah, you should... Don't be tempted. Just get it. Just do it. Oh, I need to cut some Kapton tape for this too. Think about it this way: if you buy the Platinum modded GameCube, then we can do another GameCube modded stream. You know, like I'm not gonna build another one until this one sells. So if you want to see another stream, then you should buy the GameCube now. That's probably not that convincing, because if you have one, then you probably don't need to see it be built again. Pay a lot of taxes for it. Are you? Like, I know I charge taxes on it. Like, I hit that button, but I don't make enough money that I actually have to pay the taxes in really any state, because there's no sales tax where I live. And I don't think that you're actually charged tax unless you're like in a different country and it goes, I don't know. I don't think there's actually any taxes on the stuff that I sell on anything on my website. Unless there's some sort of tax thing that I am unaware of, because taxes are confusing. Telling me to buy the laptop I'm looking at on eBay, do it. Don't let your dreams be dreams. Just do it. My parents are probably extremely confused right now, if they're paying attention at this moment. I keep getting the soldering iron out too early, but I'll show them that reference later.
I'm sorry.
Why are you sorry? The accidental series, since I've started wearing my watch again, are up tenfold. You're in a different country? Okay. Well, then I don't understand your taxes. But as far as I know, through my site, there's no tax that is actually charged, even though that box is ticked. And that's not me trying to convince you. That's just me, like, saying what I know. But if it's something like as it arrives in the country and goes through customs, then they send you a bill or something. I don't know. I've always been told that if I spend like over $800 overseas, then I have to pay like a tariff or whatever. I have not been sent a bill for anything. I don't know how I'd even do that. I've had multiple shipments of something that's worth more than $800. Unless it's like a single item has to be worth $800, then I have not done that. I don't know how that works. Why should I be charged money for buying something overseas? Make it here and I won't buy it from overseas. Or make it cheaper here. Okay. The surprise extra bag. Allegedly. I pay my taxes, okay? I pay what TurboTax tells me to pay, which has never actually been paying anything. So, I actually get money from the government, and that is not alleged. I don't make enough. This is going to be my first profitable, like legit profitable year for the business, and I am scared of how much taxes I'm going to have to pay. So I don't get taxes deducted from my check because I don't pay myself. I'm doing good, Dry Bones. How are you doing? I feel like there's a fly or flea or something. It's itchy there. Okay. Let's test this out. Just a little quick. It's a little extended. That's wrong. Okay. Oh, man. Oh. Okay, well, I forgot to do the power line because this is a 2.3 kit, but this works. Start and up. Okay. Honestly, the cyan kind of looks good. What are we thinking? That's really bright looking on screen. Purple lights? Ooh, I like the pink. We're gonna go with the pink. What? Nope. Dang it. That's not the right pink. Dang it. There are a ton of different colors with this though. If you do buy this and you ever want to change color, press start and A, or hold start and press A to cycle through. And then you can hold start and press up to adjust the brightness level or just turn it off. And then all of them should save it. Sick. Yeah. Pressing all start A and up saves it. Okay, well, let's finish the mod. But so far, the start and select buttons feel like they're working. Oh, sorry for the flashbang. Didn't warn you. But But the membrane, it's just not very tall. I feel like it's not very tall. Ooh, start kind of like hangs down for a second and then it pops up. I don't know if you can see this. It looks like he's got a mustache. See how there's a delay on it? That's better. Select is fine. But it's also just not very prominent. We'll hold off on that for a second. We'll set it off to the side. And we'll finish this up. We'll button this up. This one's just regular. We're not doing buttons on or light up buttons on this. Pink looks best. Yeah, I agree. Yes, I will do the power switch. Power switch is cleaned already. I cleaned those before stream. I do all the fixing necessary to the Game Boys before stream, so it's just mods on here. Sometimes we have to fix other things. Sometimes we break things on stream. New order. Pedro. I don't know if that was random gameplay in there, but if that was you giving in or someone else stealing from you, thank you. We'll we probably do a GameCube mod on Monday. We could probably do that, if not Wednesday. When's the next game? Either Monday or Wednesday. Either one of those. We'll see. If I sell out of any other models of Game Boy, then we'll probably do a Game Boy mod on Monday. We'll see. Okay, now wait, no, still can't. Not yet. Now we can finish the soldering. Okay. Power wires are stuck down here. Boom. There. Boom. Okay. And then we can add a little flux down here. Both of those C's. Oh. I have a question for you guys. I was asking my parents this yesterday. It wasn't you? Oh. Well, thank you, Pedro. Silently watching the stream, or maybe not even watching the stream. Maybe you're not even aware we're streaming. But thank you. Another question for you guys because if I want to learn something, it's more fun to ask chat than to look it up on Google. But if you guys don't have an answer for me, I'll probably look it up on Google. Or you guys will do it for me. Either way. So, you have... Let's focus on me for a second. You have aunts. Or no, you have a mom, you have a dad. Together, they're parents. You have a grandma, a grandpa, they're grandparents. You have a brother, you have a sister, they're siblings. You have an aunt, and you have an uncle. Is there a word that means both of them? Is there a generic term for both the masculine and feminine, aunt and uncle? Is there a word that could mean either aunt or uncle? That's what I want to know. Anyways. If you guys have an answer for that, I'd love it. Speedrunning GameCube. I don't know if my forearms are strong enough for speedrunning a GameCube. Those screws are tight. Plus, I need more GameCubes under my belt. I probably modded like 50 Game Boys before I did a speedrun. So. Now, uncles, not aunts. What either of them. It could mean aunt or uncle is what I need to know. I need a word for that. Is there a word for that? Them peoples. Parent. See, that's what I said. That's what I thought, Ocho. Parent siblings. That's just the life of being a parent sibling. Because the reason why I thought of this is yesterday, if you don't know, very close with my family. And almost every Tuesday night, sometimes we'll put it on a different day. But we have family nights. We go to someone's house and we have dinner. Hang out for a little bit, maybe watch something, maybe play some games. Just a general get together every week. And last night we were over at my sister's place, and I love being an uncle. I love my niece. She is 2 years old and transitioning out of diapers. And so I was walking to the dinner table and I stepped in some liquid and I was like, oh, Opal spilled her drink. She did not spill her drink. Well, it was her drink that has already gone through her system. I stepped in her pee and I was like, oh, that's fun. It wasn't that bad, but it's just like, oh, that's part of being an uncle. But it's like, well, it's also part of being an aunt. It's part of being a bunch of other relatives, too. But I was like, well, what? That made me think, what is the term? Because, like, saying that's part of being an aunt/uncle, that's lame. I want to have a term that means aunt or uncle. Not just extended family. Not some weird morph of aunt and uncle together. Relatives is too bland. But yeah. Okay, that's a really old notification, but thank you, Brandon. You've probably been enjoying that SP for months now. Okay, power switch. Okay, I'm gonna put the backs on both of these, and we're gonna compare the membrane heights real quick. if I can get this back on. There we go. That is significantly shorter. Okay. You can't even hardly see these compared to these. These are just like little mounds. These are mountaintops. I mean, they're both not very tall, but still. This is actually like pressable. This is just like a lump in the road. Okay, we'll swap these out. Well, actually, real quick, I do want to test the buttons. Make sure A, B, and start and select and all that are working. Where's my... No one saw that. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And we can hold start and select. Yeah, that's not good. Where's the touchpad? Where's the touchpad? Now the touchpad doesn't want to work. Okay, maybe all the membranes aren't the best. I would like the touchpad to work though. Okay. We got some things to do. We're gonna test Blastoise one first though. Make sure it's up to snuff. Is that the saying? Up to snuff? There are grid lines, and I hate grid lines. Start and select aren't really wanting to cooperate either here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. Start and select. And now that's more even. Let's change the color here. Is there like a brown color? That's more orange. Yeah. A brown color would be cool to match like his shell. I also kind of like that color. Is that brown? No, they're like all orange. Who would actually want brown? I'll just do the white, which is that one. This one you can adjust the logo by holding start and select like this. Then you tap on the touchpad until it's highlighted color. Then you can press start or select to go back, cycle through the colors. Then press and hold start and select to save, and you're good. Okay. But one thing with Game Boy Colors is sometimes start and select just don't want to work properly. And you can just untighten the screws just a little bit. We can put it back down. Loosen screws. Probably should put the game back in there. We'll go in and clean, start and select again real quick. It's better, but I think giving it a little clean won't hurt. I'm gonna sneeze. Yeah, there it is. A little delayed. Okay. Swap all of these membranes. Also give the these a little clean. Don't want the dark ones. These are also the round ones. These are also the round. How many of the round ones do I have? Are they all the round ones? They're all the round ones. You're kidding me. I have a single. Hold on. I could do the dark membrane, but I don't really want to do that. Should at least have some like glow in the dark ones or something. Another option is a clear pink membrane, but yep. Why did I get so many of these ones? Incredibly frustrating. Why do people make bad products and still sell them? Why do I buy so many things without testing them first? We're not testing them, but I just kind of assumed that all membranes would be work since they're so cheap and probably easy to manufacture. Dang it. I don't really know what to do now. Guess in the meantime I could just use these. It is not very hard to start modding handheld game systems. AliExpress reviews are not reliable. That's one thing I've learned. So I don't really look at AliExpress reviews. I'm just gonna roll with these ones for now. Come on, snap into place. That's not supposed to be there. Yeah, I'll roll with these ones for now. And then I believe I've got some on the way. They should be here in the next couple days. Hopefully. I don't know. That's just nah. Okay. Oh, there's some like dirt on this. That's probably why the starting slug membranes aren't working there. Okay, let's clean that up. And then for these, I'm going to use a little fiberglass pen action. Okay. Okay. Now it should be good. I like doing the Game Boy Advance mod. I feel like it's pretty simple, but that's what I would say when I was like earlier on. I would say that a lot. But I don't know. Since then, now that I've done them all a bunch, they're all pretty easy. Actually, honestly, the Game Boy Pocket's pretty easy. It just doesn't give you as much function since it's only original Game Boy games. But if you go the funny playing shell and kit route, the Game Boy Pocket is super easy. Whoa. DTA Games. Thank you. Just a little Little pair dancing. Appreciate it. The description says Pokemon Gold, Silver, and Crystal. What do you mean? Like, because I put it under game? I have an analog pocket. It's nice, but I think it's a little overhyped. I mean, I don't play it, so. Yeah, some of the streams I put under science and technology, some of the streams I put under gaming, because it's kind of both. But yeah, I'm gonna take this off real quick because I forgot about the touchpad. And I'm going to steal this. I'm just gonna use this as my double-sided tape. Flashbang will be in a second. You can still see the color. It's so much bright. I don't know how it's this much brighter on camera, but why won't it's start and select for Game Boy Color is always so annoying. This feels stiffer, so maybe it's just the stiffness of this, because that is a common thing with new membranes. They'll be stiff to start, so you have to press harder, but eventually it'll get better. Start works just a lot better than select, though. I don't know. I'll end up replacing these anyways, so. It looks good for now. I'm still disappointed, though. Oh, you can't even see the screen. It's so bright. Okay. Good enough. Flashbang. He has nostrils. I think he's got a mustache. Got a little mustache. Again. Select. Just a little more pressure. Like, in the grand scheme of things, there's not a ton of games where you're like, I need to press select rapidly. But even then, it clearly works rapidly. I don't know. Maybe it'll be better once I screw it all together. Either way, I don't ship things out until I'm 100% satisfied with it, even if it's listed, even if you buy it. I mean, really, once you buy it, I like triple check that it's high quality enough to send out, because I don't like getting things returned. If your base is so heavy that I can feel it from in my house and you're driving your car past my house, you have too much base. Your sub is too big. my ears like shook because I could feel the bass. I don't know if that it probably wouldn't happen, and like you probably wouldn't be able to notice it on stream, but if you just heard or yeah, heard some vibrations. Some dude drove past in his car. They gave me an extra tri-wing. I'm thoughtful. I have a question, another question, depending on the answer. Have you ever played? I have played Pokemon Black and White. I played both of them when I was a kid. I got into Pokemon Diamond and Pearl. Really loved it. Played Platinum. Played Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald. I don't know which one I actually played when I was young. And I also played Leaf Green or Fire Red. I don't remember which one. I didn't go into the original Game Boy and Game Boy Color games until I was an adult. But I pre-ordered Heart Gold and Soul Silver. I'm not a huge fan of Johto, which is a controversial take. And then I pre-ordered Black and White, and I hated it. I hate Black and White. And I have attempted to start Black 2 many times. I no longer own Black and White because I sold everything off when I was a dumb kid. But I haven't bought Black and White back. But my best friend gave me Black 2 because he owned it. And I've tried to play it several times, and I just can't get into it. So, yeah, other than Start and Select being stiff, this one is fine. That's not going to peel, right? Can we... Oh, there's the peel. Okay. That needs to be fixed. There's some goop. I don't like the goop. Is it any better now that we've put this in? Is there anybody in here who wants either of these right now? Like, is actually just waiting for me to list them so you can buy them? Because I'm debating... Okay, Select is a lot nicer. Start and Select are a lot nicer now that it's fully closed up. Okay. Let me re-ask that question. Is there anybody in here who is looking to buy the Gengar right here, right now? Because I think I'm just gonna hold off listing this until I can get the right color membranes in. But if someone wants to secure it now, then I will list it for you. This one I'm gonna list now, though. Where? My phone's up here. Okay. If you're wanting this, I'm going to list the Blastoise one right now. It's a little different than I've done it before, I believe. Blastoise. Yeah. It's been a long time. Okay. We've got one on hand. I have to edit a bunch of this because it's been so long. Okay. I need to take a picture. I guess I can... Nah, I don't want to do it. I'm not going to do a picture of the back yet. And... Oh. And it's live. If you want it, it is up. Link should be in the description. Okay. No one says they want to claim Gengar, so I will leave it at that. Thank you all for watching. I'm not going to drag out all of the bunch of things that we have in stock still. You can check it out on the website, or you can scrub back to the beginning of the stream where I got the giant pile of inventory that I now have, since I have I did a bunch of stuff this week, last week, over the weekend. Anyways, wrong button. Thank you all for coming out. Thank you to DTA Games for the $4.99. Thank you to Remy, Mikey, and DC for resubbing, remembering. I think that's funny. Re-upping your membership, and that brings me to the point. If you want to watch the video that is going up on Friday, if you want to watch that early, I'm going to set that live right now for members. Right now. Looks like this. No. Looks like this. Is the easiest mod kit for any GBA shell. I'm going to post that right now for the members. Visibility, members only, save. No monetization. If you want ad-free viewing instantly, go check it out now. I'll probably make a community post about it in a second. So yeah. But that's it for me for now. And I will see you guys next time for probably a GameCube mod. See ya. Later, guys. Why did I say see ya? It's later, guys. Come on.